Doki Doki Literature Club. My name is Def J. Well, it's plus two, but how did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something completely stupid and hurt her. Shouldn't, should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Surrounded by guilt, Sari starts frankly at her desk, spread with her notes. The book sits next to them. Right, if she wasn't coming back, then why would she have left the book here, right? Unless she forgot to take it with her. Ugh, this is so horrible. What? Was it really because she thought, oh shit. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. And that's it. Understanding part 2. Yes. For the first time, Siri is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at my desk, she stamps her feet and attempts to calm down. Sitting at her desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best, but I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Yuri continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room, against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not. Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if you could help me. If I could help you instead. Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club rooms herself to see Sayori is sitting alone inside. Okay, got a simple job. I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic she realizes that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of the new flyer and then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Marie nods and the two are set off. The two walk in silence without Sayori. Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the conversation. How the heck does Sari do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sari told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like the literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just being intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interest as me. It's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing her into it. Yori falls silent again as she started her thought about couldn't figure out how to continue it. Something happen? Yori sighs. No, it's just me. Yori pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence and Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcomed. It is important to that. Then you can tell me anything. Well, uh, I do feel welcomed. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me, so I feel wrong to convince you with it. Ah, Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of my club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club, hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with, not just only some people. Of course, I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. This signals Monica to switching from a synthetic approach to pragmatic one was a good choice. I like how Monica's basically always like staring at me. Yuri is always like so shy to look at me. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay, Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about an attributory topic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into, unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. No, it feels good. It feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignore it or maybe made fun of or taken pity on. And Zori falls into that third category. She what? Hold on, you're saying Zori is taking pity on you? Yori nods. I just want it to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or don't connect with my interests, just tell me. I accept that and move on. Sorry, it's too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the dense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stop short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over the original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri looks down with her fist clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Yuri is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other one person's needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. Something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone, however much kindness they need in order to smile, but Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it is an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend, I promise you that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too, but good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. My head is just so resistant to everything. I'm such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of the cycle. I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immune to me. Yori takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session. I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yori falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This is kind of critical thinking. It's something that I'm really bad at, about people, so thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Is that the end of it? Is that the end of it then? Like, if it ends before 30, I do want to try to get the other side story. Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with the new one. But if not, then I'm just going to leave it here. I feel like I do need the last side story, but if I go searching for it, it's going to take more and more videos. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts forward towards the door, and then she turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. No, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri and then turns around and departs down a hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her, but it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the classroom door. Yuri, wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Yuri shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers her words, suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realized how Sori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first, but I got most of the way through it. And look, Sori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of note, beautifully produced with indentions, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees us, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop! Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this, Yuri. Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand, so if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I didn't find it funny how when you're supposed to be looking at each other, they look the other way, or look at me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay, please, just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy, so I thought if we did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees, her voice quivers. Sorry, tears of guilt, self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it's supposed to go. Why is it so hard to me just accumulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with eternal accusation. accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Yori or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around from behind. It's okay, Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand that things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that, so I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffs again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts and speaks while studying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not to want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Ori pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests, because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I've got for me. But then, ever I catch myself getting overly sussed in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people, stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You were great helping me while we were eating, so I'll help you with the things that you need to, but I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about you while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated at me, but I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fear is just be quiet. Just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sorry. It's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, there's no way that you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person or anything to like you. I think you're really inconsiderate in your own way, worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird as a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like, well, book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle. Try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we don't try them right first. I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're super duper smart. And I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Yuri's arm. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Yuri, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. And if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I just wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly won't like it, please be honest about it. I wouldn't be offended, of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though, so I'll just see how this happens. Oh, and, not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh no, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying, I'm back. Anika's back. I haven't seen you like at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monica. Ah, she whispers wildly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri. Might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hot monster. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them and smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading this far. It's like our first real activity at the literature club. About that, well, you've been so patient with exploring my interest. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor and learn a little bit about what you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Oh, what? Okay, we did end early. We did get more pictures too. And there are some missing paper and stuff. Secrets. And I missed a lot of secrets and sketches. And promos. I want to see this. This one looks adorable. Yeah, it's adorable looking. Aww. Music. Oh, I can play the music. Nice. I want to go through this, but at the same time, I don't, because I would have to wait for it to restart again because, I did that whole thing of deleting Monica. So, I'm going to end it here, guys. If this does become popular when it releases onto my channel, then I might try to find it again. And if it does come out again, I might just live stream this and, try to get the other ending, like the other, to get Nisuki's side part, So, if you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe some content, subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell to be notified when I make another video. And don't forget the notification bell to be notified. And don't forget the like button if you like the video. I'll see you guys next video. Zemo Def J signing off.